Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I forgot to grab my camera stand. But today I want to talk a little bit here about what I got going on and what I've updated on my model railroad I've been working on. But I also want to talk about scale modeling, so to speak, and how you can combine multiple different scales into your model builds, and making things look right. So let me flip this camera around and we'll show you this small little detail here that I was working on and kind of finished up the other day. I came down here a few hours ago and we added some thinned out Elmer's glue on all the rock work so far to get it glued down into place. Now I've got ballast that's going to go, up here next to the rail, in between the rail, and then a small area like this right here. We'll get some Woodland Scenics ground cover and put on that. But we've been working on the Rule firehouse that I'm going to put back here. Well, let me back up a little bit. I guess this whole area right through here is kind of going to be my countryside, so to speak. And of course, the town is over here. Haven't really done a whole lot more to that as I'm trying to progress over this way. We did get roads going in under the bridges. These are going to be one-way roads. One way will come out this way, the other way goes that way. We will label them as such. I got a little shack back here for the old switchman to change that switch on that track. We put him a road in, but it winds up going into gravel, dirt road. So we took a little Hot Wheels car and made some tracks in it after we laid the dirt down. We've got this road elevation done. Come around this way, pretty much all flat land where we cross the bridge and go over the dry riverbed. We put a little shop back here. We've been working on some ground formations. Made that guy a little sign for his business back there. And again, all of this landscaping and building placement is subject to change at any given time. And we made us a billboard of a Coke decal. And what I wanted to talk about in the scale modeling realm is this little guy right here. This is an HO scale semi-truck. I believe it's an old Tyco truck. It actually said Union Pacific on the trailer. But I sat down upstairs earlier and I repainted him. And the decals that are on this trailer and the cab are off of a 125 scale AMT Ford C600 stake bed truck. If you remember back in some previous videos, I used that stake bed truck to build a fire truck with, a heavy rescue truck, but I never utilized the kit decals, so I just kept them. And on those decal sheets were some very small, Coke emblems and everything else. And, they really fit the bill for this HO scale truck. This is one reason why I never throw anything away. I keep everything, because in scale modeling, you really never know what's going to work with what until you use your eye and your imagination. I mean, that's all it takes. And I actually had enough to make 2 trailers with. I had 3 trailers, but I only painted up 2 of them. I got the other one sitting over here. We'll have to find a place to put it, or go buy some type of building now and make myself a Coca-Cola distributor. You know, and those came out pretty good. Now, if you want to look over here, the Texaco sign is a decal from the AMT Fruehauf Chrome tanker trailer. And all the white around it is made from structural styrene, except for, let me back up here a little bit, except for these parts right here that my thumb's touching. And if anyone has ever built the Dodge Monaco police car from AMT, the Joker Goon car, that's the front push bumper off of those cars, off those model kits. I simply inverted them. I glued on some little rhinestones to look like lights. And I made myself a billboard for my Texaco station. And we also put a decal up here and made a sign for the Texaco station. So in scale modeling, that's just what it is. I mean, it's all about scale, realism, and you know, most signs are always larger. You know, signs can be big, signs can be little. You know, these right here, I cut these out of a magazine and just glued them on. I couldn't even tell you where these things came from. But that's just a quick little update. I think I showed the bridge over there. I'm not real sure. I have to go back and watch my videos, but we have been working on this little area right here that I am going to call the Devil's Playground, because we made us a road sign for it. And believe it or not, that little piece of clear plastic, the whole thing was clear, is a card holder that you would stick in a bouquet of flowers that maybe you're sending somebody, and you put a thank you card or something in there, and that holds the card, and then they stab the whole thing into the flower bouquet. But the arrow, I cut off the other end of this, glued it on there, painted it clear yellow. And then this part, when I saw it, I thought it looked like a pitchfork with flame embers coming out the end of it. So we painted those clear red. And then again, I added some little fashion jewels to it and painted every other one yellow to make them look like they were blinking white and yellow. And this is for what I'm calling the Devil's Playground. And if you see kind of closely, let me see if I can get in here. This is where the ladies of ill repute take care of their business. You know, it's their little fun house. So we still have to make, you know, some rooftop details on that. And this is where it's going to start getting fun around here, because once you get about 90% of your layout situated, you have things where you want them, then you can go back, one by one and start doing some super detailing on things. And a little bit of that is what's been going on here. This sign that I made here for this, again, the arrow off that card holder, and a piece of styrene, a decal from the AMT Mack truck, just the right size for a sign. And you just never know. Same thing with the Coca-Cola billboard. That is off that same decal sheet from the stake bed truck. Just some simple styrene. I made a billboard. Probably should have made it out of wood, but I don't have no scale lumber right now. But this area back here is probably one of the next big phases of this. Some of these things, like this little mound of foam, I'm going to cut that out. And this is where my house is, my school, and my last firehouse will be back here. Some kind of like little neighborhood. But we made this this bridge right here. So now my road is actually connected. I'm gonna probably cut this in a circular design, remove this, and then we'll fill in the rest of this type of rock out here on the face. But my road will lead back to the neighborhood, and my country road crosses this bridge we made and goes all the way back over to our town. But this corner of the table I have not figured out yet, so that's why I stopped here with my road. Some of this has to be, like this, has to be cut out and removed, and I've got some different levels going on here. We've got to make some access ramps or what have you. And yeah, it's coming along. And then we still need to work on our railroad museum over there. Let me come around this way and see if I can get you a shot from the other side without making you all sick. I know it's kind of dark over here, but we still need to take our portals out and get them upstairs, get them painted on. Here's our other bridge that we made out of the ceiling tile. We still have to paint our roads up. But yeah, one little thing at a time. I mean, that's what's so fun about model railroading, is it's almost a continuous project. Unlike when you build a 125 scale model, you start with a kit, and then you finish it, But with this, there's just so much to do and so many things to go back and do and finish things up. Let's see if we can get a zoom in here of the Texaco station. You see those different size decals really lend themselves. The larger one really lends itself as a billboard, so to speak. You can see it way up here on top of the hill. I thought about trying to put it up here somewhere, which I may, because that's why it's not glued down yet. That's why I keep saying everything is subject to change at any given point. But we are slowly making progress, and we will continue to work on this and continue to post some videos as necessary. And guys, I really appreciate you watching. And thank you to all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate all the great comments. And with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video.